Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing? It is a lovely Saturday, nice and sunny, so I decided to spend the entire day inside answering questions. Hope everybody's doing well. So in the event you guys have never been here, my name's Rory. Pretty much how this works is I answer questions related to dating, relationships, love, etc. For free, as a sort of as a thank you, to my subscribers, to just to kind of give back. All right, we're just about ready to go. What's up, Fate? Awesome Ticks, how are you? Anurag, how are you? All right, yeah, we're just good to go. We can just dive right in. Good afternoon, everybody. Let me upload my little thing to the side here. And we are ready to rock and roll. All right. Today I did have some general topics to talk about, but we could just dive right into questions. Question, what are your thoughts about a 39-year-old man dating a 20-year-old woman? It's tricky, right? Because basically what you're saying is, what are my thoughts about dating someone whose age I am 2 times older than them, right? I'm double their age. The problem with that is that you're entering a relationship where you are in a completely different phase of your life than they are in theirs, where you might be, I'm assuming you're the 39-year-old, where you might be entering thoughts of marriage, thoughts of children, moving in together, buying a house, right? Those types of things, like the goals that people tell you you're supposed to have. And the 20-year-old is surrounded by novelty. They're surrounded by new things, right? They're probably in school. Why is the chat so low? Let's fix that. What is going on here? We're just gonna totally re-add the chat later. Don't worry, I got my eyes on you guys over here. In fact, you know what? I can do you one better. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take chat, I'm gonna add it manually. Give me one sec, guys. But yeah, to answer the question a bit more specifically, I don't think it's wise. I'll put it to you that way. I don't think it's wise. Because basically you're going to be dating someone who is just not in the same place of life as you are. They want novelty, they want experience, they want new things. You want stability. That's generally what people who are seeking when they're going through that. They're seeking stability. What's the best way for me to add this? Let's try this, and then I'll get to the next question. Good morning, Andrew. How are you? Or good afternoon. Probably a window capture, I would think, right? Window cap. No, not this. Where's the other one? Oh, okay. We can't cap it. Oh, yeah, we can do that. That's fine. That'll work for now. Hold on, guys. There. That'll do. That'll work for now. We'll keep it over here. How's that? Shrink it down a bit, and we'll keep it over here. Good afternoon, good morning. How's everybody doing? All right, so yeah, I would not date someone, if you're 39, I would not date someone who's 20. That's probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea. You'll have fun. That can be even better. That can be a fun person for you, but I don't know that that should be a romantic person for you. But what do you guys think? Maybe I'll even keep it over here and shrink those down a bit. That's better. That's better. See, we're applying solutions as we go. Okay. Yo, good to see you, bro. Still really working hard, going to the gym, but enjoying the bottle every night. I embrace this dark side. It's like on The Whale, except instead of food, it's alcohol. Are you going to therapy for addiction? Because I think that might be the next step. I don't remember. You may have said something like that, but I don't remember if you mentioned. I'm sorry if you did, and I didn't remember. But I would generally, addiction is tricky. It's tricky, right? It doesn't just go away just because you want it to go away. Anurag says, coming back after a long time, joining from India. I used to follow your channel in 2022 after my breakup. Currently in an amazing business school going to Europe for the whole 2024. I love this channel. Yo, dude, congratulations. Nice. Really well done. Really, really well done. Good for you, man. I'm glad to hear things are going better. Thank you for everything. Part of me is hoping there's someone good out there for me, but after living for 35 years, not even touching a woman for 5 years, I started this bad habit. Yeah, man, but then you want to ask, is the habit I'm forming is it going to lead to a solution that I want, right? Or is it going to contribute more to the problem? I don't know of many people who want to date someone who probably abuses alcohol. I'm just giving you what you gave to me last time when we spoke. Is the solution I'm turning to, is the state-altering thing I'm turning to, whether that's sex or drugs or alcohol or situations or people or gambling or video games, whatever, is that going to lead to a resolution in the initial problem? And the answer for this particular case is no. It's going to make things worse, which is going to lead to me embracing more of the problem. Do you know what I mean? So just be careful with that. Because, again, alcohol is a foul beast for people who don't have balance. Is the chat scrolling? Okay, good. Afternoon, Sean. How are you? Krusnik, good morning. How are you, man? That's not me. How to forget first love after so many years? So, how many years are we talking here? Right, it kind of depends. It's a weird place to be, but it kind of depends. Because if we're saying like you're 20, and your first love is when you were 17, it's probably a bit early in the game, right? You probably need to get out there, have a few more experiences, not too tightly cling to any one experience. Meaning you should push yourself forward even if you don't want to, because you may be inadvertently using the past romance to hold on to the older romance. Do you know what I mean? Let me rephrase that. My brain's not working too good. You may be using the past romance to avoid going to the next chapter of your life. It's easier to go to what we know. It's easier to focus on what we had and where we are, because what comes next is unknown, and then that scares the shit out of people. So pushing yourself forward, getting yourself out of your comfort zone, going into the unknown, even though it's scary, those are going to be really good things. Yeah, those are going to be things that you want to do, even though they seem scary. Delta Vision said, I heard you talk plenty about bad advice from other dating coaches, scam artists. What do you think is the worst piece of advice someone can get? Handwritten letter, etc. What is the worst piece of advice that someone can get on the internet regarding romance, dating? That's a good... I've never thought about that. That's a good question. That's a good question. Probably 30-day no contact. Because, like... Yeah, probably 30-day no contact. Because what people say is like, oh, you wait 30 days, and then all of a sudden the ex misses you and thinks about you, and then they hear from you, right? After the 30-day no contact's up, and they're like, oh, now we can date. All of our problems have been solved after the 30 days of no contact. You've waited. Oh, I can't believe it. I must mean so much to you. You waited 30 days. It's just like, if I cheated on my ex and they dumped me and I went into no contact for 30 days, that's not going to undo the fact I cheated on them. You know what I mean? It's just goofy. It's just what it's designed to do is to get you guys hope. You have to understand. A lot of these dating coaches want you to have hope, because hope sells, baby. Hope sells. It is not the sexy thing. No contact, focusing on yourself, leaving them alone. That's not sexy. That's work. We don't like that. We don't like work. Well, we grow to like it, but we don't like it right off the bat. No contact, 30 days. I could do 30 days. We'll hang out. We'll have some tapas, right? And then we'll reach out to our ex. Oh, it didn't work? Wow. Gee, wow, you must have done something wrong. Maybe you need to buy my guide, my breakup guide. Did you buy the breakup guide? Did you read my book 10 to 15 times? Because if you didn't, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Versus, why don't you just be a good human? Why don't you focus on yourself and grow as a person? Work on the things that generally attracted your ex in the first place, because you probably find them attractive about yourself too. And if you don't think that thing needs working on, then don't do it, because it's self-defined, right? That's all we're talking about. The 30-day no contact, yeah, is the biggest is the biggest, like, oh, and who's the is it Love Advice TV? I haven't made fun of them in a long time. So I'm coming for them today. The handwritten letter. It's okay, you fucked up. It's okay. It's okay. You did all these clingy, needy shit, but hand them a letter. That'll show them. Yeah, hand them a handwritten letter with some bad My Chemical Romance lyrics on it. That'll make her fall right back in love with you. Right there. That's all you got to do, man. And then you take a giant leap back and you think, what if I just... They broke up with me. Okay. What if I just respect what they've said? Back away. Work on myself. And then here is what I normally get. But Rory, I might not win them back if I do that. It's like, yeah, you're right. You might not win them back. It's true. And you'll be okay. You will. But Rory, I don't want that. I want to win them back. Now you're entering the realm of manipulation because you want to overcome their will for your benefit. It's called manipulation. It's a dirty truth. It's not pleasant, guys. That's why they call it the ugly truth. But the reality is that, yeah, if you work on yourself and you take care of you, you are the vessel which attracts other vessels. If you're attracted to yourself and they're attracted to you, it works. But if they're not attracted to you or they're not feeling desire for you, you're telling me 30 days of no contact or a handwritten letter is going to overwrite that? No, sir, it won't. No, it will not. All right. Pink Menace says, not gonna lie, I did the letter out of my own instinct. It was one of the dumber decisions in my life. Like, it's okay. Like, it's a decision you can recover from, but it's just one to avoid. Yeah, it's one to avoid. Sean says, I wrote the handwritten letters, but then I listened to your no contact advice and shredded them. 3 weeks into the breakup and no contact. Feeling okay, but have some rather shitty anxiety moments, but sticking to no contact. One of the best things that you can do for yourself in that regard is what helped me, right? What helped me the most regarding anxiety is long walks. I mean, long ass walks. Long ass walks. And during those walks, you know, like take an old phone, a voice recorder, whatever, and just journal. But you're doing like a spoken word journal. That's going to help you a lot. Yeah, that's going to help you a lot. Because it's another way to get it out, you know, to just, I say what I got to say, and we're good. And you'll find that when you get home, you're both tired because you've probably been walking so much, which will also help your health and your fitness and your mental health. But you'll find that, you come home and you just feel better. And then you'll have to do it again because like the anxiety will build back up, and then you'll have to do it again and again and again. And then you'll be losing weight and being fit and thinking less, and your anxiety will be more manageable. Nature does something to anxiety, guys. It really, really does. Spend time in nature, spend time amongst the birds and the trees, and you'll find that you feel a lot better. But you know what won't? Social media stalking. Checking Instagram or Facebook or whatever it is, right? Snapchat, if the kids are still using Snapchat. You'll feel a lot more anxiety, fear. You'll feel worse. You'll feel a sense of doom and gloom if you're checking their social media, if you're checking their, asking mutual friends about them, asking family members about them, stalking them. People want to pretend they don't do that. They do that a lot, guys. I've coached, since I've started this YouTube channel, I've coached, by this point, over 10,000 coachings. And a large number of them involve stalking. Like innocent stalking, if there's such a thing. Like, not like to hurt them, but to see like what are they up to? Who are they? Are they cheating on me? Were they cheating? It's like that. Not like, I'm gonna harvest their organs, Although maybe that's there too. I don't know. They don't exactly admit that part. Sean says, I've been rock climbing with friends religiously. I've been off Insta and social media. Good. Go, but see, that's perfect. Go out, try new things. Hey, Rory, it's been a bit over 3 months, no contact. She reached out 11 days after the breakup. We had a few fights, and I was unsupportive, unfocused on me and my life. I did not treat her right. I'm going to assume there's a part 2 to that. Cheek Clapper says, going back to work, but still listening. Thank you, Rory, and everyone. Hope you all have a nice weekend. Yo, enjoy work, dude. I hope it goes well. Padma says, my ex and I were each other's first. Well, not exactly first. She had a boyfriend in high school. I grew up in a boys' school. I did a ton of mistakes. I verbally abused her at times. I wonder if. I always, you know, the biggest thing that pisses me off about YouTube live streaming is the 200-letter cap. That always bugged me. Why 200 letters? Like, why not 500? Chris Canwell, develop attraction isn't bad, but I stopped watching him because he talks about women like they're a commodity, acting like their emotions are a formula in a sort of Andrew Tate-esque way. Is he the British one? Oh, you have the part 2. I went to a franchise that she works at, but in a different area, and I actually saw her there. She saw me, had a look of fear, confusion, and maybe disgust. I turned around and left. I mean, I get why she would feel like that. I do. Like, how did he know I was here? Or how did they know I was here? I get that that's the first thing that comes out of their mind. I get that. You guys have to remember, generally speaking, women tend to think of their safety much quicker than men do. It's just a reality. Women tend to think of their safety much quicker than men do. Because we live in a different like, it's believable that a woman could get in trouble, could get attacked or something like that walking down the street at 3 in the morning. Right? It's far more believable than a man. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's a reality of, you know, so women think of their safety much quicker than they do. So instead of thinking like, oh, wow, what a coincidence, we bumped into each other at this completely different store that I don't work at, she thinks, stalking. And not to say that a man couldn't, but generally, yeah, you'll find that's what goes through their mind first, a lot of the time, because to them it's like that's a world where that exists. That could happen. It is believable. My ex came back after 9 months, had dates and had sex. He says he wants to be friends. Yeah, nice. Now in no contact again because I told him we will never be just friends. Do you think he'll come back again? Statistically, it's possible. You're basically asking me for hope here, and generally that's not my bag. But they reached out once. It's possible they reach out again. I wasn't there to see her, but it happened. Didn't think I'd see her. She has not reached out or anything. Also, she was with someone at the table, not sure who. I don't know, man. But again, guys, remember, the focus has to be on you. Because a lot of people like to come here and they'd like to ask questions about things I cannot know, I cannot possibly know, I cannot possibly prove. That's why the best thing you generally can do is focus on the elements of the story you do control. And then people kind of get frustrated sometimes because they're going through an emotional thing and they're like, dude, how do I just take control over the situation, right? How do I get what I want here? And it's like, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you just got to focus on what you focus on. You're going to feel a lot better and you're going to feel a lot more in power and a lot less anxiety. When you begin focusing on elements you do not control, yeah, you're going to feel a lot worse. Because you literally are out of control when you focus on things you don't control. It's like me trying to control the rain tomorrow. Shit I can do about it. It's going to happen or it's not. But I can control if I bought an umbrella. Guys, try not to write multiple comment. Try. I know it's hard. I know it sucks, but try and fit everything into one, comment if you can. Love for Pets says, hey, Rory, thank you for your advice and generosity. Can you get into how to continue to challenge your partner after lots of time together in a healthy way? I think I like what you're asking. It should be done in a playful way. It should be done in a playful way. Do you have a specific challenge? What are we talking about here? Or is your partner becoming a bit too complacent? Are they maybe gaining a few pounds? Are they maybe not taking you out on dates anymore? Not really trying anymore? Be specific with them. If you can, be specific with them. Nutella says he reached out after 6 months. I think it was a breadcrumb. Asked to get coffee. That's not a breadcrumb. That's a whole damn slice. I asked him why. He didn't know. Said he was sad we didn't work. What? That's not the whole slice. That's the whole loaf. Was it a breadcrumb? That's the whole ass loaf. Do you want them back? Go out. They're asking to meet up with you and saying they're sad it didn't work out with you. I would say, yeah, go. If you want them back, meet up with them. That's probably going to work out for you. That's probably a reconciliation in the process. All right, who didn't I get a chance to get to here? Ian says, hey, Rory, still doing well, down 20 pounds and started back up at school. She reached out a couple of weeks back to check on the dog. Felt like a breadcrumb. I'm tired of games. Went back to no contact. Good for you, dude. Good for you. And congratulations on the weight loss. Really, really nice. As my mom used to tell me when I was younger, make her feel safe and provide security. That's very true. That's very true. Andrew says, give your take for the audience about manifesting. Okay, here's my take. Manifesting is bullshit. Manifesting, law of attraction, any of that shit is all bullshit. It's 100% bullshit. Don't let anybody sell you that shit. Please, guys, if there's one ask I have, please do not let someone sell you on that manifesting bullshit. There is a difference between manifesting and visualizing. Right? Visualizing a goal. Rory, I manifested you saying that, so you're wrong. That's true. I'm going to manifest myself some smart water. Wow, it works. Yeah. Manifesting is originally the idea of manifesting was basically goal visualization, right? I'm going to visualize that I am someone who is fit and healthy. So since I am someone who's fit and healthy, I then logically would take the actions of someone who is fit and healthy, right? Would a fit and healthy person eat that chocolate cake in the fridge? Or would they have a nice low-fat yogurt with a little bit of sugar and then maybe go for a walk? They'd probably do that. Well, since I am a fit and healthy person, I'm going to eat the yogurt and not the chocolate cake. That's manifesting. That's visualizing. So then people are like, oh, well, you know, human beings are matter and energy, which means our thoughts are part of us, and so the thoughts must also be matter and energy, and then I will send the matter and energy up, and it will vibrate with the universe, which will then create more matter and energy, because my thoughts are matter and energy, and yet they are not a physical thing. Ooh. It's just fucking stupid. I don't have a nice word for it. It's just nothing short of fucking dumb. Designed to sell people who are vulnerable and looking for hope. Apparently I'm angry today. I know exactly why, too. I haven't had any coffee today. If you know someone for 10 years, 5 years dating, best friends, then break up, I really can't imagine a friends, honestly, ever. Is it rude to tell her to reach out only if we get together again? Mutual friends, too. I would say that in a response message, not, I wouldn't randomly send them that. Like on a, you're chilling on a Tuesday and you're like, by the way, I don't ever want to be your friend, but if you want to date again, you know what I mean? I would instead say like, hey, you know, but if they respond or if they message you, that should be a response. Like, hey, you know, it's great to hear from you, but honestly, you know, we have such history together. I don't feel like friendship would work for me. I wish you all the best. And if you want to try things again, give me a call. That. Thanks for the hearts, whoever's hearting me. I don't know how you guys are hearting me. How are you hearting me? How does that work? Is that new? Hey, Chaos, how are you, man? Why no coffee? I woke up and my stomach was just like burning. I have indigestion. I would love coffee, but I also don't want a burning stomach. Kruznik says, I've lost almost 50 pounds and started dating a good and peaceful woman with no history of cheating. Yo, that's the dream, baby. That's the dream. Good for you. Congratulations. The one and only says, I was dating a woman for 5 months, but every time she hangs out with the father of her child, I get jealous based on that she broke up with me. Oh, I get jealous, comma. Based on that, she broke up with me. I mean, that she puts you, that's a weird position for everybody because like, I get why you're upset. I get why she was hanging out with probably the father of her child and her child. Especially if they like are co-parenting and deciding to be friends. I get why that's weird. That's an unfortunate situation for everybody. I told my ex I don't want to be friends after he came back. Now he blocked me on everything, out of the blue, 2 months after the conversation. Why? I think the better question is, why are you checking their social media every day for the past 2 months? That's actually funny. I think I do have chamomile tea here. Maybe I'll have some later. I'm streaming on Twitch later at 5 p.m. So in 3 hours. Twitch stream, 3 hours. 3 hours Twitch stream. If you guys want to join the Twitch stream, there's a link. Just look above. I pinned the comment. We're going to be reviewing food. Popeye's Chicken is the shiznit. I don't know if you guys can name that movie. I'll be very impressed. Juju, I think them blocking you is not significant of anything other than they don't want reminders of you popping up on the social media. But you did nothing wrong. Telling them that you don't want friendship, you want to work things out romantically because you have romantic interest in them and not friend. You know, they're trying to put you in the friend zone. You're trying to put them in the dating zone. You guys were at an impasse, so you decided to walk away. Hey, Vincent, how are you, man? Popeye's Chicken? I feel like savory has something to do with that. No. Though it will be savory. Although I was going to make a savory joke. I'll make it on Twitch. Largely rated R. Alright, who'd I miss here? The book The Secret also propagated it. Yeah, The Secret, when did The Secret even come out? Does anybody know? Let's find out. Let's find out together. Hold on. The Secret. The Secret came out... Well, the film was 2006. The book by evil overlord Rhonda Byrne? How do you even say that? B-Y-R-N-E. Whatever. It came out in 2006. Not good. Not good, because the whole point of that is to manipulate people, right? I guess your issue was too long to read? Yeah, if you guys... You got a... Little Nicky. Good for you, Chris Nick. Good for you. There we go. Yeah, if you posted a million things, guys, I'm not going to be able to read it. Why is this freezing? It's very unusual. Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, because you guys got to understand how it looks to me. I see a bunch of people's comments. So try and get your issue down into like 1, maybe 2 comments, and that's it, guys. Shazzy said she broke up with me, and then we got together after 3 days. She broke up with you, then you got back together after 3 days. 9 months passed prior to a 2-year relationship. 1 month ago, she said she couldn't do it anymore. I've been no contact since. Do I have a chance? I mean, guys, part of this depends on like why you guys broke up in the first place. You know, so if you can give me a little context, that would be good. Love for Pets says, I want to share a building success story. After months, I encountered a new picture of my ex and I realized, wow, I'm not attracted to what they have going on anymore at all. Good for you. It's a good feeling. Being able to look at a picture of your ex and being like, I've had better. It's a nice feeling. Napoleon Hill was a massive snake oil salesman. He was the one who started all this manifesting crap. I've said this a million times. If manifesting were a real thing, the United States would have already bombed it for oil. Thanks for reading my comment. So I started no contact because she was changing and she blocked me on Facebook. What do you think? Do I have a chance? I have no idea if you have a chance, but I would say blocking on Facebook is not... It is not something that is like... That doesn't stand out as like, uh-oh, like, very bad. It's part and parcel of going through a breakup. When someone's breaking up with you guys, they're pushing you away, right? They're trying to cut off communication with you. So then doing social media, sort of a cleanse, them blocking you, them not wanting to talk with you, them not asking mutual friends about you, them generally just trying to close off lines of communication is pretty normal. It's not something that's like... It doesn't mean you're screwed, right? I would just call it normal. Hey, Rory, what's your opinion on long-distance relationships? I would not get into a long-distance relationship without a plan to close it into a short-distance relationship within 5 months. Longer than 5 months, and then you're entering the danger zone. You're on the highway to the danger zone, one might say. If there is a plan, a definite plan to close the distance. Long distance relationships have a way of like small problems become very large problems with long distance relationships, because there's that element of like, you're not here, you know? Long distance relationship for 5 years, now we're married. Yeah, man, but you got to realize you're the exception, not the rule. They're very rare. Long distance relationships have horrible statistics. Horrible. Truly horrible statistics. There's a whole community being fooled by some YouTubers under this manifestation shit. I'm a biologist by profession. It was the biggest ick ever when I saw that. Yeah, they're just like, yo, if you kick back and you say your ohms and do all that shit and, you know, you paint your face with applesauce, like, you'll get whatever you want. $1 million, no problem. You want your ex back? Just listen to this vibration video. It's just some of this most scummy shit that a person can... It's just ridiculous. It's just truly ridiculous. Put this back over here. There we go. It's better. Truly, truly evil. To know that someone's hurting and to take advantage of the fact that they're hurting to sell them something. It's different when you are clear about what you're offering. That's one thing. When you're just straight up fucking lying, or you're dumb enough to believe it, that's a whole nother thing. And like, there was a time where I tried to be like, I tried to keep it very... I tried to keep the peace a little bit. You guys know me, I'm blunt. I am blunt, I keep it real with people. That's how it goes. That type of attitude will rub people the wrong way sometimes. It will. But this is different when you are knowingly taking advantage of people. Same thing for like Brad Browning, same thing for Dan Bacon, any of the like the love gurus who are like, oh, I know what to do. 30 days no contact. And then make sure that you treat her badly, like an item. It's like, okay, cool. All right, go over there, crazy. But why do they have a lot of subscribers? Is because they're giving people hope. And hope is, they call it hopium, right? It's addicting. We want more. If I have hope, that means the situation's going to work out well. I don't even like the phrase dating coach. When you guys got to understand, when I started the YouTube channel, that never went through my mind. Dating coach. Ever. At no point did that go through my mind. Now I'm like, okay, if someone calls me a dating coach, I'm like, all right. I don't even really make many videos anymore. But the objective, because dating coach seems, it's like dating salesman. I'm trying to sell you something. Yeah, I offer coaching, sure. You don't have to buy it. That's if you want. Like, I think even in my description, it's like, all the information here is free. If you want private attention, you're paying for my time. You know what I mean? Which is different than, if you don't do this, if you don't do this thing, it's not going to work out for you. If you don't buy my guide and read my guide religiously, it's not going to work out for you. That's different because that's fear tactics. Which, unfortunately, that shit works for people. It works. Gondor says Gondor calls for aid. My ex of 9 months... I need more sleep, guys. My ex of 9 months told me my negativity is pushing her away, and then she feels trapped and confused. 3 weeks ago, she went to visit her friend to get away from everything. We haven't talked since. What's your advice? Leave homegirl the fuck alone and put yourself into therapy. Start showing... if you agree. To be clear, if you agree and like, yeah, I'm a negative dude. Yeah, I could be negative. If you believe what she's saying to be true about you, then I would do that. Yeah, put yourself into therapy. Start showing actual accountability, right? Hi, Kiersey, how are you? Yeah, start showing actual accountability. Don't say you're going to do it. Just go do it. And also leave her alone. She's going to a friend's house to get away from you, right? If you don't hear from her by the 2-month mark, which means 5 more weeks, break up with her. That's what I would do. Or maybe don't break up with her, but have a conversation with her. Be like, look, look, I need to know what's going on here. It's been 2 months. That's what I would do. Thoughts on Coach Lee? it's like there's a degree of dislike I have for many coaches. I don't actively dislike Coach Lee as a person, as a coach. Like, what he's saying is not wrong a lot of the time. I don't agree with everything he says, but I agree with most of it. But I think where I get turned off is the very selly channel he has. He has an incredibly selly, like, then you need to buy my X-Back repair guide for $14.99, and then don't forget to come work with me, but you can't work with me because I hired someone to work for me. Coach Lee's the type of dude that's very... I remember the dating guy. If you guys remember dating guy, he was a YouTuber who used to do relationship advice a long time ago. We looked into Coach Lee because we just didn't feel right about it, and he like made all these crazy claims. Like, God, I think I still have the screenshot somewhere on my computer. Did you guys know he's the 2006 Times Person of the Year? Who remembers that? Who remembers when he made that claim? And also, he's been a search engine optimization SEO specialist, and like he marked the dates like before Google was invented. Like, so you've been a search engine optimization specialist before search engines were a thing. This is just fucking crazy. Just a lot of fake claims. Very selly dude. All right, let's see. Shazzy says, I was with her for 2 years, broke up for 3 days. Tried it out during 9 months, and a month ago she broke up because... I already answered this. When breaking up with me, first she told me she felt she wasn't giving me what I deserved. Then later she said we were incompatible because she didn't like things about my character. Never said what. In a situation like that, man, you're put in a weird spot because basically the person who's breaking up with you is not communicating with you. Right? They're not giving you anything actionable to work on. I don't like things about your character. What things? Mind your business. You know what I mean? There's nothing for you to do there. So I would chalk that up to their communication being shit. Yeah. I would just say that's not fair to you. If I'm doing things wrong in the relationship, tell me. Let's solve this together. Let's workshop some solutions here. Like, nope, not going to tell you what, just breaking up with you. Bye. There's nothing you can do about that. So I'm angry for you. That's a frustrating position to be put in. Padma says, I was stupid enough to take advice from one of these brads. That was 3 months ago. Blew up in my face. I wish I'd found this channel sooner. I'm out of chances trying to get rid of the hope. It takes time. It is something that happens sort of automatically as you're just working on yourself. You know, that's why I say work on yourself so much, because it takes care of everything. You don't have to do anything other than focus like on you, like go to the gym and all that stuff that I mentioned. But the rest will happen organically. You don't have, there's no like specific thing you need to do emotionally. Everybody's different, and what works for everybody will be different. The whole manifesting thing is what drove me away from Susan Winters. I know. I like everything about her except that. Ophelia said, hi Ophelia, how are you? I realized that I date emotionally unavailable people. Once you realize that it's not you. What? I'm going to reread that. My brain totally didn't get that. I realized that I date emotionally unavailable people. Once you realize that, you realize it's not you. Once you realize that, you realize it's not you. Got it. Brain understood now. Thank you. Kirsten says, online dating sucks this time around. Everyone wants to be friends, but not make plans. I'm disabled, so sometimes it's easier to do online, but everyone is iffy on action. Any advice on that? I would generally be careful about which dating apps you use. I would go for, there was one I recommended a long time ago, which I think is still good. I don't know. I haven't been on a dating app in a very long time. And even when I was on them, it was like for the purpose of research, because I generally don't believe in dating apps. But everybody's situation is different. I would find the ones like not Bumble, Coffee Meets Bagel. And, you know, so avoid Bumble, avoid Tinder, avoid Hinge, because I think they're all owned by the same company anyway. And look towards maybe the more serious dating apps, right? That might even involve being a paid dating app. I don't know. But it's like, you gotta do your due diligence there. But avoid the most common ones. There's a lot of wounded animals on dating apps. Man, there's a lot of wounded animals who treat dating like you're buying fast food. It's crazy. How about Magnet of Success? No. No. Magnet of Success, they lost me when they were talking about like, oh, we did this study. No, you didn't. No, you absolutely didn't. The study's impossible to do. There's way too many variables. We did this study of like how many dumpers came back, and the number was quite high. Like, nope. I wonder if they still have that article up, or if they deleted it. That was a long time ago. I think I covered it in a video a long time ago. OkCupid, yeah, that's one of the better ones. I'm speaking from years ago. I don't know if it's better now. I'm speaking using old information. Thoughts on parsing out if I actually want to be friends in the future, or if I'm just missing the connection. Time. Time is your best friend here. Time is your best friend when trying to decide things like that. You don't need to know today. That's the beautiful part. You don't need to know today. Doesn't matter. Just want to say thank you. It's been a while now, but you helped me through my first bad breakup. My ex isn't even a thought in my life anymore. Yo, Adam, congratulations, man. Really well done. Glad to hear that, man. I am glad to hear that. Good shit for you. Good shit for you. What? Good shit for you. Good shit for you, Adam. Well done. Good shit for you. Nutella says, how do you know if you've recovered enough to actually meet an ex? You don't. Let me think about that answer for a second. I will say you don't, depending on how early it is, right? I would say if it's been a year, you're probably ready. Everybody's different, so it's hard for me to give you a specific answer based on your circumstances. I would get more information about the situation, because what you're saying is he wants to just catch up. You should be like, why? For what? Talk about what? If you want them back, say it. Thoughts on Lucia? I would avoid Lucia like COVID-19 on fire in a... I'm not going to say that. Avoid Lucia. Wow. I'll save that for Twitch later. By the way, we're going to be on Twitch later. We're going to be on Twitch at 5. It's going to be a fun little stream. We're doing food reviews. That's my newest content creation endeavor. Food reviews. Hey, Yorkie, how are you? Avoid Lucia. Lucia be talking shit, though. But I probably talk the most shit. That's probably fair. I probably talk the most shit in terms of, like, other coaches. But it's different because I don't see it as talking shit. I see it as calling out bullshit, which is different. I'm not talking shit because I don't like them. I'm talking shit because of the bullshit that they spew to other people. It's like you're watching people get taken advantage of. That's what it is. You're watching people get taken advantage of. You're watching other people encourage manipulation. And it's like, that's how we got here in the first fucking place. Bad communication, manipulation, trauma. That's how we got here. How is a building on fire going to be put out with more fire? It won't. Until it burns all the way the fuck down. How about we use water? Like, it's amazing because what am I really preaching here? I'm preaching self-work, self-love. That thing we should kind of always do, you know, regardless of relationship status. Wild, some of these coaches. Wild. How are you? How's the engagement? It's good. We're chilling. We're just cruising along. Picking out hors d'oeuvres and table toppers and shit. A lot of shit I don't care about. Hey, Rory, I have a question. If the breakup is really hard for them in the beginning as well, will no contact just help them to move on too? No contact is not a tool to get your ex back. No contact is a tool to help you repair your own life, to help you focus on yourself, to help reduce anxiety. No contact is not a tool to get your ex back. So the premise of the question is one that I disagree with. I'm doing well, Yorkie. Thank you. I'm just tired. I'm really tired. Coffee Meets Bagel has had a service outage for almost a week. From software developed point of view, it's absolutely unheard of for any app of that scale. Yeah, it's not a particularly big app. Do you still generally have positive feelings for Coach Corey Wayne? Positive feelings. I don't. My problem with Corey Wayne has always been the same thing. I don't particularly have any problem with the guy, the human. I have a problem with the chauvinistic, with two things. Number one, when you talk to Corey Wayne believes that Corey Wayne is James Bond. That guy fucking believes that. That's number one. Number two, I don't like how he talks about women. It tends to be very chauvinistic. I'm not down with that. Yeah, I don't look. Politics are one. I'm not gonna talk to the guy about his politics. Like I'm generally pretty liberal, but like I'm not gonna dislike someone just because they're not liberal. Right? That is the foundation of the good old United States of America. Everybody gets to think the way they want to think. God bless America. I get mistaken for Corey Wayne a lot. Not on looks, but on name. Rory, Corey. I get that. That's a reasonable mistake. It's a reasonable error. You're engaged? Congrats. I guess I missed that update on that. Yeah, I've been engaged for a while. Is it to your ex? No. No. That ex is... Haven't heard from that ex in 8 years? More? A long time. You know my situation. I've tried to cancel the breakaway I told you about, but it's all non-refundable. Is it a big mistake to still go together? I keep having mixed feelings. I would, if you think it's going to do emotional damage to you, I would not go, despite the fact it's non-refundable. Because you know it's super not refundable? Your mental health. Can't refund that shit. If that's gone, it's gone. Congrats on the engagement. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yo, Tearless, what's up, man? Dating advice? What year is it? I mean, I always write down dating advice, and I always get breakup advice, so. Yo, Shadow, what's going on, man? How are you? Been a while. You've helped me a ton. Thank you. You're very, very welcome. You're very, very welcome, man. I'm glad to help. I feel like we're in a good spot here. Yes, so I don't dislike Corey. It's funny how many Twitch people I see that come to the YouTube live stream. It's funny. I don't actively dislike Corey Wayne. I just don't like how he talks about women. That's it. If he cleaned up how he talked about women, which is generally very like, women are things, and I don't agree with that at all. So I would think that is... Unless his videos... You guys have to understand, I don't like sit around watching other coaches' videos anymore. I used to. When I had much more free time, I used to. Do you think a parent plays a big role? Because I feel like the appearance and money are two important things. In what? In parents playing a big role in what? In the development of a person? They play a massive role. Tell us your love story? Ah, that's for a different day. Remember that guy from Love Advice with the stereotypical French accent? Coach Alex. I remember Coach Alex. Oh yeah. I think he was like the creator of it all, right? That like Love Advice TV was his thing. You guys have to understand, for Love Advice TV, these are just a bunch of random people who have no like, I mean, they may now, I don't know. Like I said, my knowledge is from years ago. But during that time, they had like, who was it? Coach Natalie, Coach Alex, Coach... What was that guy's name? Two other coaches. I don't remember their names. And they're just like random people off the street who dress up in suits and talk about love. It's like, cool, you're allowed to have an opinion. This is the internet, baby. I have had several different people that I have coached break off and make their own YouTube channels about coaching. They're allowed to do that. That's not, buyer beware. The same goes for me. I could be a psychopath. You guys don't know. That's just what it comes down to. But it's when it's obviously stupid advice. You know what I mean? It's when it's obviously stupid advice, where it's like, oh yeah, your ex broke up with you, huh? You should show up to their work with flowers, right? Just show them that grand gesture. Like, no, don't do that. That's very dumb and might get the cops called on you. Don't do that. That's when someone breaks up with you, you're like, but what if they want me to fight for them? That's one I get a lot. What if I'm supposed to fight for them, right? How do I know? I don't know. Do you want to date someone you have to guess their intentions at? That's what I would say. Do you want to have to guess that they like you? Do you want to have to guess that they want you to fight for you? Or do you want them to be an adult and tell you what they want and communicate like an adult? We're not in high school anymore, guys. Well, some of you might be. So, Flaggard says, thanks, Rory. Her not communicating sums up the relationship. Just like the other relationships, there are too many details. I'm trying to forget and give myself time to heal. Your videos have helped. Thank you. You're very welcome, man. Although you've said I should make a YouTube channel. Yeah, about like reading books and shit. Not about love advice. Hey, you can if you want. Do whatever you... Guys, anybody can do whatever they want. That's the problem. Or from Craig Kenneth's advice, send yourself flowers to make your ex jealous. Did Craig Kenneth say that? Boo Craig if he actually said that. Dwight Williams, girl not talking to me because she said that she's stressed out. It's been over a week now. Should I move on? Is that someone you're officially dating? Dwight? Or is that someone you're like casually dating, or where are we at with that? Craig Kenneth really said send yourself flowers to make your ex jealous? Was he joking? That's surprising. I cold approached my crush on Friday. I was nervous as hell and I figured I was going to screw it up. She said yes and asked for my number. Hey, there we go. Hard advice. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Good shit. Good for you, man. Hey, Rachel, how are you? Absolutely not. I went down that road and he was so emotionally damaged I couldn't read him anymore. Who are we talking about? That's another thing I hate about YouTube streaming over Twitch streaming. Twitch is faster, man. Twitch is just faster. For YouTube, you guys are hearing what I'm saying like 10, 15, 20 seconds after I say it. It's just so slow. I should be like, everybody here's a life coach. There, I dub you. You are now a life coach. There. Enjoy. That's all it takes. It's not really regulated. I mean, it is a little regulated in the United States. You have to have the certified life coaching, but you don't have to. You're not going to get in trouble. Nobody can sue you for not having a life coaching certificate. Yeah, I didn't think Craig would say that. Yorkie, if you can find the video, I'm willing to be proven wrong, but I don't think he said that. About 4 years ago, I did a coaching with him. I worked at the place as my ex. He told me to do that on Valentine's Day. Clearly, I did not do that. Good God. The one, I would say, since I'm burning all my bridges with all the coaches yet again, you're saying he said it to you in a private coaching. We're talking about, like, in the videos. The only thing I would say that I don't like about Craig would be, well, there's two things. Number one, the price he charges is just fucking wild. That's number one. The other thing is, I've coached many of the same clients as Craig. Craig has coached many of the same clients as me. They all say that Craig gives them a specific date he thinks that they're going to hear from their ex by. I think you'll hear from your ex within 2 months. Like, that shit's not helpful. Can I prove it? Can't prove it. But after a while, you hear several people say it, and you're like, he said that shit. I'm good, Lubna. How are you? Secondly, my girlfriend won't have sex with me because she said that it hurts and I was hurting her. I'm not sure if she was lying in order not have to have sex with me. So, I mean, she doesn't want to talk to you when she's not having sex with you. I would assume she's looking for a way out. But that's based on very little information. I don't know your whole situation. Context is everything, man. Context is everything. And I don't have any context, so I only have, 200, 400 characters from what you're saying on YouTube. If I was a rebound and my ex went back to her ex, does that make her ex a rebound? Let me read that again. If I was a rebound and my ex went back to her ex, does it make her ex a rebound? God, you found like the relationship matrix. What? No, that makes her ex the original person. I understand what you're asking. It makes her ex the original person. Hey, Seraphim, how are you? Who let you guys out of the cage? You guys are supposed to be back waiting on Twitch. By the way, if you didn't know, I'm streaming on Twitch at 5. Twitch people. And YouTube people. YouTube people are welcome too. It's not relationship advice, though. It's me eating chicken. Popeyes. Heart Advice says, I couldn't finish my question due to character limit. Is a girl asking for Instagram first a red flag? No. No. It's her not knowing who you are and wanting to vet you. And then as you guys grow closer, you sort of get the number. That's a normal thing now. I've heard that many times. One and only says, for 2 months, my ex kept telling me she worships me, but then I felt the change. She told me she doesn't know what she wants. How is that possible? Generally, when someone says they worship you, that's not a good place. That's not a good place to be. You have to understand, puppy love is a big thing for people. Puppy love is big, and we want to like throw ourselves all the way in. Oh my God, this person's amazing. Everything they touch turns to gold. It's the best thing ever. So if someone's saying that she wants you, and then now she's becoming hot and cold, it's a telltale sign that you guys have moved too fast. That's what I would say. So just slow down, slow way down, back away a little bit. There you go. People have chronic pain around sex also. Yeah, if it existed in a vacuum, I would agree with you. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that it's also the ex is pulling away. It's not just one symptom, it's two, Padma says, hey, Rory, 4 months after we last met, she said she already moved on while she was in the relationship itself. She's already dating. Rebounding? It's possible. It's entirely possible. Or Insta, you can call someone, although I don't think you need their number. I could be wrong. I don't really use Instagram. Like, I use it for, like, work. But I don't spend any time on Instagram not related to work. Thank you for answering. That's understandable. I try to steer clear of social media. For some reason, I always suspect they just want another Insta orbiter or let me down lightly. Yeah, I would agree with you but it sounds like they are going out with you. Like, you guys have planned to date, right? I can't bring up your comment history. Oh, come on, YouTube. How are we so far behind on live streaming? Oh, God. Twitch can do so much more. Yeah, you asked her out. She said yes. Yeah, you're in a good spot. Now just make sure you actually take her out. All right, friends. I'm going to go. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to be live on Twitch in 2.5 hours at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, New York City time. And we're going to be eating Popeye's chicken. We're going to do a food review. And I'm just going to hang out with you guys and we'll talk shit. Twitch is like me, but rated R. Rated more R. Rated Twitch. I won't watch you cook. Oh, we had a fun cooking stream. But we're not cooking at all. We're eating Popeyes. It's coming pre-delivered, baby. Pre-cooked. All right. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I hope I was able to answer a few questions. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye.